Welcome to part 1 of the cooking class, Making Maki, with me, Master Chef James MacMaki. The first thing we are going to do is really to prepare the rice. The rice preparation is the most important step of sushi making. So, this is actually the hardest part as well. A lot of Japanese sushi chefs use up to a tentative amount of hours or even years just to get these sushi rice grains perfectly simmered. So don't be too hard on yourself if it gets too sticky, wet and moist for the sushi. It's still eatable, yeah. So first thing you have to do is get yourself some sushi rice. That's important because these rice grains are short grained as opposed to normal sushi grains. As opposed to normal grains in a Norwegian kitchen. If you don't want to spend all your money, quids and dollars, on these sushi rice, you could use it on these geisha rice, grøt rice as they call it in Norwegian, yeah. Okay, so we'll start off with the first process, and that is to pour about 50 to 70 grams of this rice in a bowl like this per maki roll. So I'm going to make one maki roll for you today. So this is about 60 grams. Yeah. The second thing you want to do is you want to put your sink on, get some really cold water. Just put a lot of it in the bowl. Stir it in. Then put a plate or something else to filter it out. I don't know anything else that can filter it out like this plate. So just filter it out in the sink. Good grains, fantastic grains. Now, repeat this process about 4 times. This is really important just to get all of the mucus out of the grains. Yes. Now, the second thing you want to do is really to prepare something like this with, of course, water in it, no salt. Put it at a pretty low heat and get this sushi rice in it before it starts to simmer. That's really important, before it starts to simmer. So after you have gotten the grains up in this, I can't even remember, casserole, I think they call it a casserole. Yeah. After you've gotten it in this casserole, you're supposed to not boil it, but just simmer, as I told you, for about 10 minutes. The most important part of this is to leave the lid on. And in case you're not acquainted with a lid, this is a lid. You can see through this lid, so that's quite the advantage, quite high-tech technology. Yeah. Put this lid on the casserole and just, as I said, let it simmer for 10 minutes. After you've done this, this lid is not supposed to go off. This lid is about just letting it be on top of this casserole for about 25 to 30 minutes. And if you take that lid off before the 25-30 minutes, the sushi rice is going to be totally wrecked. So 10 minutes with the heat on, just let it simmer, not hard as boiling like in Iceland, Icelandic geysers or something. Just let it boil. No, you let it simmer slowly, processed for 10 minutes. Then you turn off the heat, let it stand for 25-30 minutes.